Welcome to my tiny hut in the woods that I built out of almost only scrap materials over the last few months. Come on in! After rebuilding a stone house in Portugal for 3 years, I needed a smaller project to wind down and still create something beautiful and meaningful. So I built this hut as a space to be creative, to dream, to journal, to read, to play card games with friends. This is what I found when I came here. So the basic structure was there, but everything was rotting as the structure had been exposed to the weather for a few years. And this is on the land of my boyfriend. I wanted to save it and transform it, roof tile by roof tile, wall by wall, and floorboard by floorboard. In this episode, I'm taking the last steps and making it really beautiful, which is my favorite part of every build. Let's dive into it. Hi lovely people! So before I can finally start using the hut, I want to do some finalizing improvements and decorations to round everything up. First thing that I want to do is to paint the outside of the windows. Especially this window here is very gray from all the weather, so I'm just gonna protect it. Luckily I can remove this foam quite easily. All the rest I'm going to do with the window open. Okay, let's clean them and tape them and paint them. Whew, it's cold. Let's make a fire. Windows are much more work than a door. There's so much to prepare and tape and so many little edges and corners. I'm so freezing, I'm gonna warm up a little. So I'm back, let's tape this window. Now I have to attach these windows somewhere so that they can dry without closing. Okay, I can start. I'm gonna start on the outside. Here I have the nice moss green from the door. I did it! Wow! These windows will look so cute. My hands are very frozen. I'm gonna go inside and hope that it's gonna dry in this cold. So, good morning. I'm gonna do the second coat on the windows now. They had to dry in temperatures around 0 Celsius, but it looks good, luckily. How does it look over here? Yes, a second coat is definitely good for protection. Okay, the outside frames are done. Now I can go inside and I have a hot water bottle with me. So I finished! They can dry overnight now and we went on a long, beautiful hike. There's hardly any ice. Yeah. I am smelling leopard. It has snowed again last night. Spring is still not coming. It's very bad in front of the hut here. I think this was worth the freezing hours. It looks like a proper house even more now. Oh, this is too cute. Look at this, there are sheep here. Sheep by the cabin. Hi, wonderful people. It's very cold these days. This part behind the fireplace is not finished yet. We want to close this part of the wall with this metal plate. And we have some glass wool that can get hot. And I think I want this to be the top part because it has less rust. This is tricky. Okay, now we go up. This is the cutout for the beam and the rest is just gonna overlap. So let's bring it out to the workshop. Felix said he would cut it for me. Das bringt natürlich was.
Guck mal, das ist auch noch eine coole.
Dann brauchen wir was Gerades, Langes. Let's cut out the pieces that I measured. I really hope I measured correctly. Gut, dann halten wir die jetzt ran, oder?
Ja.
Okay, let's try them. The most challenging part is to see if it fits around the flue pipe. So, das habe ich vergessen. It's looking good, but we need to cut off a part in the bottom here. I forgot. Like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Perfect.
nice.
Oh, it's perfect.
Well, we have to see how the pipe is straight. Looks good.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now we can drill the holes. We can do that in the warm basement.
Power Maya.
This takes forever. Now I'm going to try to get the red markers off that were wrong. Ah! So wiped it off with brake cleaner. And now comes a very cool product. It's actually from the GDR, an oil spray that transforms and freezes rust. Here it is.
Und nicht mehr drauf, das reicht.
And now it will become shiny and protected. It just needs to dry for 1 or 2 days now, so it'll have to stay here. Good morning. I found a little bench on eBay that I'm gonna put into the hut, which is this one right here. Cute, right? So cool what you can find used online. I mean, we had to drive half an hour for this, but it's so good. Someone else didn't need this anymore, and here it can have a wonderful new life. Today I'm on a mission to close the last gaps. We have all of these gaps here. I'm gonna put a thin piece of wood over all of these, and then I want to close this gap because there's a lot of air coming from the bottom of the door, and you can see the insulation here, so I definitely want to put a board on there. So let's measure. The height is 10.2. I found 2 battens that will fit. The sun is out finally after 2 weeks of only rain and gray weather. Let's try if the door can close. Yeah. So these buttons should work, and we can still close the door. Okay. All of these holes will be closed. Okay, first side, let's put them on. Yes! Cool! These tiny details make the hut warm in the end. Alright, now on this side here. I don't even have to cut anything off. This is incredible. All right, the door frame is complete. So right next to the door, where the light switch is, I'm gonna put some clothes hanger. Yeah. Okay, and next I want to put some shelves in here. There are these sheds on Felix land, and I can use the wood in here for building. Let's see if I find some shelf material in here. These are super cute. They are also pretty thick. Those could be very nice. Wow, I think I'm gonna plane 2 of those and make them into little bookshelves. And then there's this. What a cool wood. Let's find the perfect spot for them. So I'm thinking to have a little shelf here, or here over the bench, or here. That's cute. Or I could do this, but it's a little close to the wood burner, so maybe I will do this. Yeah, how does it look? Those are sticking out and in my way. Yeah! And now I want to do another shelf over here in this corner. Either I'm just gonna make a little round one, or I put this whole thing here, but it's a little bit in the way. Or I do like a diagonal one, which I would think is the coolest. It's wasting so much material. I would lose all of this corner. So here's the beam, and that's how it would go. I got an idea. Gonna go in between the two beams. Then I have more space and don't lose so much material. And now let's get these pieces off. Oi, oi, oi. Now it should go out. Ta-da!
Yeah.
Yeah, last one.
Okay.
My new blade just glides through like butter. What a smooth cut. Silly little shelf. It's taking so much time. Let's see if it's worth it in the end. Now I will attach this one here. Aye, this is cute. But we saw some bugs in there, so I have to take it off again and put it back later. So little worms, you will be heated up now. Okay, let's pre-drill some holes. This is hardwood. Drill is smoking. To get this level is not easy. This is massive. You can put a lot on there. Yeah, I love it. Hi, so now I'm gonna oil this shelf. Ooh, it's bringing out the colors really nicely. I hope that all the worms inside are gone now. That is very stable. Cool. Wee, pretty, pretty colors. So before you can put back the metal plate, I have to put insulation all around here. So let's do that.
Now we cut the rock wool for the flue pipe.
We found a little piece. A neighbor gave us this little piece.
So?
This is perfect. Okay, so we have to make this a little bit bigger.
Ja. Muss dann noch ein bisschen dicker sein, weil mir das...
Wir schieben es zusammen, sodass es passt.
Ja, zur Not stopft man einfach was rein, wieder das passt so.
So we put in all the rests and have rock wool in the most hot places now. This is very good.
So, das brauchen wir jetzt nicht, aber
Ist es?
ja, rein. Und das geht rüber. Ah, vorbei, ne? Komm durch. Ja, geil, stopp.
Cool!
Nice. Ja, gut. Das muss weiter nach hinten. Geil. So ist er richtig stabil.
Richtig stabil!
Jetzt wackelt gar nichts mehr. Yeah, check.
It's so stable now! Oh my god!
Ja,
I love it
so
like
muss
this!
es sein. Da wackelt
It
gar
looks
nichts
so industrial!
mehr. Nice. Finish.
Alright, that's a wrap on the chimney. Quite a few hours of working and taking it off and putting it back in again.
Einfach pragmatisch.
This is so much fun. My Moroccan tea light. I feel like this is my space to dream big, to think clearly, and to calm down. Good morning, birds. A tiny sprint to the finish line. The bench and this doorboard are the last things to do. Okay. Wow, the sun is coming out. Yoo-hoo. The lean-on boards for the bench. Okay, let's put them on. Yes, it fits. Yoo-hoo! Let's get some pillows. I found a cute lamp, which I want to put here as a reading corner. Maybe here's better. How is that? And I can also put it to the top and I can reach my books. Okay, but this is a bit wonky. I'm glad I didn't clean up yet. Huh, little guy? This is the little hut protector. It makes me so happy. I would have never imagined this hut to turn out so magically. I found these things in a second-hand market and I absolutely love it. Thank you from my heart for being here and watching this journey. Yoo-hoo! I finished it. You know that YouTube helps you a lot to finish things. This was so much fun to build. So one question I have, what would you name this hut? Thank you so much for watching. See you next week where I'll be getting ready for Portugal. So this is it and I wish I could invite you and play some cards with you.